I don't know how I'm going to segue into Warhammer 40,000 now. Warhammer 40,000, it's the day. This is the day, this is the hour, this is this. Who's the woman at your job you hate the most?
Oh my gosh. Lindy?
Lindy. We're on Planet Lindy today. Planet Lindy was recently crushed by the Tau Empire. They have liberated it from the humans by killing all the humans. They did their best to crush the civilian infrastructure, but keep the usual bits because they're going to use these bits as they assimilate this world into the greater good.
The what?
The greater good. We have an Ethereal.
Greater good for who?
For all. Ethereal, Ethereal, Ethereal. This is Unshalalala. These two guys don't have names. I've had Unshalalala for over a decade, though. He's been in the army for a long time. They are traversing the area. They are exploring. They're seeing the damage, seeing what they can rebuild. They are not expecting combat. Also not expecting trouble today. The Ethereals are, of course, surrounded by their guard, their crew mercenaries, their honor guard.
That they brainwashed.
They have a shield drone attached to each one. The strike team has 2 shield drones attached. They are going to walk up this road calmly, but at some point, they will be ambushed by Eldar.
Dun, dun, dun.
Eldrad foresaw that someday, one of these Ethereals will make a decision that will expose an Exodite world. And Eldrad has foreseen it. And so even though that choice won't happen for years to come, he's putting a stop to that right now. And he has sent his team to assassinate that Ethereal. But they don't know which Ethereal it is. So their mission is to assassinate all 3. What we're going to do is the Eldar are allowed to deploy from any table edge at any turn they want to. Their deep strikers can deep strike. Their appear unbiddens can appear unbidden. Every turn I'm going to walk those Ethereals 6 inches up the table until they get attacked. After that, they are going to run to that bunker. If all 3 Ethereals die, Craftworld wins. If all 3 Ethereals get off the table, Tau win. If just some Ethereals die, we will roll a D3 and find out if the Craftworld got the right one. So, it is turn 1. Are you coming on the table?
Oh, I'm going to come on the table in some spots.
So, we're going to stop kicking this light.
I don't think we will.
Seriously, it's an easy thing to do, just don't kick the light. It's turn 1. You come on the table right now?
Yeah.
All right, the Eldar are coming on, and we will see what they do. Also worth noting, this is 500 points, this is 500 points. I did not pay points for the Ethereals or the Ethereal shield drones. I did pay for these 2 shield drones, but I did not pay for these 3. And since I did not pay for the Ethereals, I will not be using their invocations today. They're just here to be the targets.
You know what I forgot to do, though?
What'd you forget?
I haven't done any of my Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate.
I get a command point in my turn, getting me back up to 2.
What'd you spend command points on?
I gave this guy, my Warlock, he's got a...
You don't know. Here, you sort that out and I will narrate. I set this mission up thinking that there was all this room here for the Eldar to plan the perfect ambush, and the Eldar are like, no, we're doing it now. The Banshees have come in with this Warlock, Rangers in the building, Rangers holding the outpost, and then the Wraith Lord is in the game with a Spirit Seer. I did not expect the Wraith Lord today. But the Eldar are not waiting for the perfect spot. They're just like, we don't respect the crew, and we're doing it now.
So he's got, the Warlock has Protect Jinx.
Uh-huh.
And he also has a Warlord trait, Seer of the Shifting Vector. Spend a command point on that.
Mm-hmm. And the other command point that you spent?
The other command point that I spent, I didn't spend.
So you should have 3 command points now.
Should have 3. These are my Strands of Fate rules.
Strands of Fate.
I only get to keep 2 because I don't have Eldrad, so I'll keep those.
Oh, wow.
I don't have Eldrad today.
Alright, so the Eldar have arrived. Banshees and a Warlock. Rangers, Wraith Lord, Spirit Seer. They are not waiting. The ambush is here. It is now.
Protect Jinx on these banshees right here.
These banshees are getting protected.
See? Here's a 7. Who knows what this dice is, though.
But you rolled a 6, so you're going to get it. Oh, but you peril.
I do peril. Do you have peril?
You're not a Farseer. You're a Warlock.
True. Yeah, I do just peril.
So, but before we move on, you never peril. It's so nice.
No, it's the first time I periled in like
forever. You can spend a command point and re-roll that. But I dig that you perilled. That was
Can
cool.
I? Because it's a success.
You can do it anyway. Why not? You barreled.
Yeah, I will.
But it was just cool that you perilled. Peril again. No, it goes off on a 10.
Good.
Okay, it is the shooting phase. Tell me all about it.
I'm going to shoot with some rangers. I'm going to shoot with some banshees. I'm going to shoot with some different rangers.
But this guy probably doesn't have shots.
No.
But he's just here to hold. I don't know what I'm going to do about him.
You thought that, like, you were like, oh, it's playing the perfect game. This is the perfect game. You're not getting past us.
I did not see him in my mind when I saw this. I saw, like, the assassination force, and in my mind I saw everything you have here, except for he was a Mobadiah Avengers.
Except for that, he was a Mobadiah.
But instead, he's a Wraith Lord that I got to get past somehow.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to shoot Fire Warriors.
With whom?
With the Rangers.
5 Rangers shooting at Fire Warriors. They hit on 3s.
Missed once.
Missed once, but they've hit 4 times. They're going to wound on 3s as well. There's 4 wounds and a mortal wound. Alright, so mortal wound goes on a drone. So I have a drone that's down to 1 wound. 1 drone has a wound. 4 up, 4 up, 4 up, 4 up. I've lost a drone. You've killed 1 drone. How do you feel about it?
Annoyed. This one guy
here.
who can see is going to hit your Crude Hounds on a 3. Doesn't.
4. You're right, he doesn't. Banshees.
These 5 girls at those Crude Hounds there.
The hounds? No, the men.
Yeah.
The Crude carnivores. They hit every time because they're banshees. They're elite. And they've wounded 4 of the times. At -1, there is no save for. But, it's a bummer I gotta lose the guy with the blue shoulder pad. He's one of my favorites. But there's 4 dead Crude just like that.
That was a cowardly way to pull your men.
No, that was the smart way to pull my man. That way your charge is way longer.
You mean the cowardly way to pull your men?
Well, I think you're in the charge phase now. Does this guy have shots here?
No.
So he's got nothing. Never mind. That's really far away, isn't it? All right. So charge phase.
Yeah.
Who's charging?
Banshees are charging.
All right. Get in here, Banshees. On an 8.
No, won't do it. They came in 9 inches.
Uh-oh. So the Elder have sprung their trap, perhaps too soon. The
No, I didn't expect you to pull your men like a coward. You're normally like, oh, I want to get in.
I know what happens when Banshees fight Crude, though.
It's calculation for sure.
I
normally take your zeal to be overwhelming, and it was moderate this time.
I always feel like I'm cheating you out of good games by being a child. And I want to be a better player. I want to be a smarter player. I want you to have to work harder to beat me.
There you go.
And so that's it. These men armor. I'll check that one. And they've lost 4, 5, 6, 7. They are, I gotta check. A Crude Carnivore's leadership is 6. They're too far away from the Shaper to gain his leadership buff. So I lose another. And then I got 5 to go. And I don't because I'm still at half strength. 5 Crude left here. And now the shots have rung out. The Ethereals go, oh, snap. If you're a Tau, what is your foul language? Like, when it's time to blur out an expletive and you're in the Tau, what word do you say?
Freedom? Oh, freedom.
That's funnier than I thought it would be. So, everybody's frightened all of a sudden. And the Ethereals realize that there's nothing but open city behind them. They need to get to a safe place like this bunker here.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a long run. They can't possibly know that this monster is here. I'm really upset that he's here because he's going to make this really hard. But we're going to make it happen. Everybody springs into action against the craft world. And then sometimes you drop your tape measure right on top of your friend's banshees. And
Banshees are not very well secured to their bases. So.
and I'm going to feel like a heel about that forever.
No, they're fine.
So the Tau have moved. They know that the ambush is on. Here is the bunker they need to get to. Here are Rangers. Here's a Wraith Lord I don't know how to deal with, but everybody moved forward. These crew came forward. They came forward. The Honor Guard and the Crew Talks came forward. These Hounds came forward. This charge may as well be on the moon.
I don't think you can even do it.
I probably can't. We'll see. But then over here, the Shaper, the squad that's been reduced to 5, and this 10-man squad has all come over here to look at those Howling Banshees and to shoot them. But first we're going to shoot. The Shaper is here. These men will shoot at the Banshees and they will be allowed to re-roll ones to hit. 10-man, or the 5-man squad of crew, get 10 dice because they're in rapid fire. Lightning fast reactions? Lightning fast reactions.
I meant to hit the cannon.
You put it right in my hand. Actually, you were giving him my command point for the turn. That was funny.
There you go.
So we're going to hit them on 5s now. 5s. And we get to re-roll the 1 for the Shaper. And there we go. They do well. They do really well. They get 5 hits. Good for them. But we're going to wound on 3s. There's 4 wounds at your regular save, Banshee.
It's kind of too many.
Crew. See, it's because you talked shit about the crew when you got here. You were like, no, we don't respect the crew. You said that out loud.
I know.
I heard you say that.
I don't respect the crew. I want 3s right now, though, because I'm a space marine. Space marine.
No, because if you were a space marine, you'd have 2 wounds.
And then I'm going to command reroll.
Wait, hold on. You got Strands of Fate saves.
I do, and I should use them instead of... I'm burning those 2 on top
All
of the
right.
house.
2 Strands of Fate saves. 2 to go.
2 to go.
They are fine. The Banshees are fine. But now we have 10 crew here, which will get 20 dice.
Oh.
When you decided turn 1, you're just going for it, I was surprised.
I noticed.
I was surprised. You had all the time in the world for the setup and space to do it in, and you were like, no, I don't respect the crew at all. We're going now. And now I want the crew to murder you. That's what I want. So these crew here, the big squad, throwing... Oh, nobody here is in rapid fire. Oh, I got to measure. There are only 5 guys in rapid fire. I was about to throw 5 dice too many. Like a big old cheat.
Oh. What a lummox.
This lummox is going to kill you, sir. We're going to hit you on 5s, though, because of lightning fast reactions. And we're going to re-roll these 1s.
Still do pretty good.
Because my Shaper's
You
standing
do
there.
unbelievably well.
Yeah, that's not bad.
9 on 15, right? That's crazy.
They heard you talking junk. The crew heard you.
It's certainly not 33%.
Those are the wounds at your regular saves.
That's me. I want 3s. Yeah, I got 2 dead Banshees.
The Shaper himself. 5s. And again, 3s.
He did not hit both times. Get out of here.
And those are at AP1.
Oh my god. I want 4s. And I'll leave another one.
I've
Oh
spent...
wait, you spent command points. Check this out. I spent a command point, and now on 6s, there's 1. I get a command point back.
Seer of the Shifting Vector. Yes.
Try that.
What happened here is I've spent the command point that allows the Fire Warriors to get double shots at the regular range plus a pip of AP, so they're AP 2 shots at 36 inches. I spent the other command point that gives them their exploding 6s to hit. And the goal is to erase these Rangers, making the crew charge irrelevant anyway.
And they've got a pretty good chance to do it.
These Fire Warriors will protect their beloved Ethereals. The Ethereals must live. I need force. Force. And there's no re-rolling 1s.
That hurt.
Now we are going to wound Eldar on 3s. Those are all at AP2.
Puts me back to my 5. Because I have a 3 for being in cover, but...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, your play was bold, Eldar. Perhaps too bold. That is the end of my shooting phase. Charges. The big blob into the girls. I have no idea how far it is. It might be boxcar, so I'm going through a crater. 4 ain't gonna do it. The small mob into the girls. 6 ain't gonna do it.
Not through that crater.
No, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna hold on my 2 command points. The guns rang out. The TOW went, what the hell? And they responded. They have fanned out, but so far they feel as if their precious Ethereals are still well protected. Going into the next Eldar turn. Oh, we got a morale check here?
On 6.
They are fine, though. They're not going to fail morale. It's too
Well,
important.
you have to check, though. I mean, that's part of the game.
Strands of Fate.
No save sucks. I'll take a hit roll and a wound. I'll take a wound roll. Yeah, a hit roll.
Anyway, the Eldar have moved. The Spirit Seer here advanced, but the Wraith Lord, did he advance too? No, he made a regular move, but there's an advance here. They made a regular move. They are now looking down the street. I bet you that looks awesome. It does. These men are like, no. No. And then, in the best move ever, the Warlock is going to deal with 5 crew, and these 2 Banshees are going to deal with 10 in the Shaper. And they're like, yeah, you killed some girls, but there's enough of us left to do it.
You left us enough.
Oh, so whenever the game goes south, no matter who goes south for, I'm always pulling for whoever the underdog is. And I think that your turn 1 was kind of bad, and I'm feeling you're kind of the underdog now, and now I really want to see you do it.
In my second phase, I'm going to put Protect on the Banshees.
Protect on the
I'm sorry. Can you see that Wraith Lord in your next turn?
Can I see the Wraith Lord? This building is obscuring.
I'm going to put Protect on the Wraith Lord first.
I won't be able to see him where I am now.
The crew can see.
They won him on 6s. But with a Protect on him, he'll get a 2-up. And
Yeah, but I want to smite down here.
alright, so Protect on the Wraith Lord.
Goes off.
On a 7, he is now protected.
Smite!
Smite.
Does not go off.
You got command points, you must.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I got to do some housework anyway. It's getting behind. That is a 5, and it's going to go off no matter what that dice is.
So I have at least a 6. There it is.
All right. You want to re-roll that dice and see if you get a super smite?
Kind of.
There it is. There is your super smite. It's a good thing.
Super smite!
Can you kill 5 crews with 1 smite? You can. Smite wipes out 5 crew at once. That was badass.
Submitted.
You almost didn't re-roll that dice.
Almost didn't.
Oh, that's so good. Just like that.
Now we're all going into the big mob of crew. It's going to be great.
The Warlock was like, you were feeling safe. You were wrong. Is that all your psychic powers?
Yes.
These girls have pistols.
Yes. They're going to shoot their pistols at crew. And
Hit twice.
Hit you 2 times.
Toughness 3.
And wound you 1 time.
At -1, just out and out murders a crew. It's going to be this one.
And the Warlock has a pistol. And he hits you. And he wounds you at -1.
That's going to be this one.
And then these 5 rangers right here.
Oh, who they shooting at?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the dogs first.
All right, dogs first.
Dogs are going to...
5 shots at dogs.
I'm going to get the dog. Because I'm also terrified of the fire warriors, but I'm confident I can battle focus my way out of here. Everything hits the dogs.
Everything hits the
Even
dogs.
though I moved. So I no longer hit on 2s. I hit on 3s.
Dogs are toughness 3 with a 6-up.
Okay, well, I'm going to use one of these, and it's going to be an auto mortal wound.
Auto wounded.
And then toughness 2.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3 is going to be 3s. So there's going to be 4 wounds and a mortal.
4 wounds and a mortal wound is just going to kill 5 dogs.
At -1, because I have range roll.
And I only have a 6-up, so that's 5 dogs. And that's going to be a heck of a morale check. This guy still doesn't have any shots?
The guy, no, because this is the corner of the building, right? I don't
Yeah.
think he's quite cleared it. He's close, but...
Is he going to fire and fade these guys?
I am, and I'm going to spend my last command point to make sure that they go the full move. They're going to get back behind the cover of this fence and this nice obscuring building.
Because they don't want to get shot by fire warriors.
From the terrifying fire warriors who are...
Probably not going to be able to get shots on them. Charge phase. You going to charge these crew?
You're darn right I'm going to charge
Should
those
I overwatch?
You can't overwatch the Banshees, and that's what I'm charging them.
Oh, there you go. That's. I wonder if they'll keep that in 10th edition. That's a good one. Banshee's in on the crew.
And then the Warlock is going to charge.
Warlock charging. Doing 8 because he wants it. This is good here. This is what I like to see.
We're not touching the building, right?
Not touching the building, still obscured. I have 2 command points to interrupt with. We'll see how well you do. If Banshees only kill a Crude or 2, I'll totally interrupt on the Warlock. But if Banshees wipe the squad and leave one guy, I'm not going to bother.
Banshees go.
You have 2 Banshees here. One is the Exarch.
The Exarch's got, I'm pretty sure, 5 attacks with the Executioner, and the girl will get 3.
8 attacks to kill 8 crew. Here comes the Exarch. She's hit every time. I am toughness 3, you are strength 5, you're going to wound on 3s.
I made a charge roll though, so I'm going to add 1 to my wound roll. I'll wound you on 2s.
2s.
And that's 4.
Oh, that one there was, you can't count that one. You got to reroll that one. That was clearly a diagonal dice. That's 5 of them.
5 at -3 for 2 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then the girl with the sword
Hits 3 times.
hits 2 times.
Hits 2 times.
Wounds on 3s, but 2s, because she's strength 4, you're toughness 3.
Yep.
There's 1 more wound at -4.
Blip. So, I have just 2 crew carnivores left, and no, I'm not going to pay a command point to interrupt with just 2 crew.
I'm not going to interrupt. My Warlock is going to swing back then. He'll get 2 attacks with his Switchblade.
Warlock swinging back at crew.
I'm sorry, it's a singing spear, but it was only because I needed 5 points to make it 500 even.
It's a singing sword. It's fine.
It's a singing sword. You know, I could shoot with it, but I don't. Always hits. I missed both times. He hits on 3s, always wounds on 2s, and he rolls 2s to hit.
Do I auto pass these guys to hold up your Warlocks? No. We got to fight back with crew, and I'm thrilled that I have living crew to fight back with on the Warlock. We've hit 3 times. Oh wait, we've hit all 4 times because we're in melee. We're going to wound you on 3s. There's a 3 wounds, and I believe it's all invulnerable saves, right?
Warlock's get a 4. And I fail.
You gotta
all
re-roll that dice.
If he fails this one, he dies. Or he's already dead. Shoot.
He only has 2 wounds?
Yeah, they only have 2 wounds.
So are you telling me that he walked up to these crew like a baller, whiffed entirely, and then got 8?
That's exactly what happened.
If I had more crew here, I'd love to pay this Chatterdom that gives him the invulnerable save to signify that. Do me a favor. Put a command point in that bucket. I know there's only 2 guys left here, but if I don't pay the command point, how do we know that they ate him? They clearly ate him.
He did eat it.
And that's why they paid the command point, and now they have a 5 invulnerable save. But now we have to pull him from the board.
He walked up, watched the Banshees kill 8 crew. Look, he kind of winked at him and he was like, watch this, girls.
I could do it too.
And then he whiffed and got eaten.
Yeah, that was... Dude, that was really bad, Mr. Warlock.
The Banshees are standing there chuckling at him. They're like, that guy thought he was going to get laid.
He's like, look, man, I don't get out of the box too much. So that is going to be the end of your turn.
Yes.
These crew now have a 5 invulnerable save, but they also owe a morale check. They pass.
That's dumb.
It's because they just ate a Warlock.
That's so dumb.
No, they're so powerful now. They're juiced up.
They're so virile.
So what's happening now? We go into the Tau turn. I have Kroot stuck in here, Banshee's stuck in here. These hounds owe a morale check. These crew hounds break.
Yes.
Don't roll 2s. Well, they are significantly less of a threat now. But we're in the Tau turn. A good choice would be to advance my Fire Warriors and my Ethereals to get further up the table, but then they can't shoot. But if I just walk up, I don't think I'm going to have many shots anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they're going to be able to shoot.
Because your forces are dwindling. That's such a bummer. I spent a command point to reroll an advance on the Fire Warriors, and the man who was going to be your command point farm died because he ran into the crew. He whiffed entirely, and then he got eaten.
And then he got eaten.
And then the crew heroically inspired past their morale. Now they have 5 invulnerable saves, and they're going to finish those Banshees. So the town movement phase has ended. This unit advanced. This unit did not advance, but they'll have no shots. The Hounds did not advance. They have a 9-inch charge to the Rangers. The Fire Warriors advanced, rolled a 1, spent a command point, rolled a 3, got further up the road. The Ethereal advanced. I'm running the Ethereal as one big squad because that's what they are. The Shaper came over here, and he's close to the Banshees, but he can't shoot at them because they're stuck in, and these men have stayed stuck in. And my friend is playing with the pie plates because
they're fun.
Pie plates are coming back.
Pie plates are coming
Did I explain everything that moved? I have no psychic phase. I must shoot. I have no pistols here. He can't shoot into the combat. The Fire Warriors advanced. The Kroot gun probably doesn't have any shots. The Krootox here. He's got a shot. He can see the Rangers. But he's Krootox. He hits on 4s. He hits. He's going to wound on a 2. He doesn't wound. Do I care enough to spend a command point? I don't. We'll let that guy live. Nobody else is getting shots, huh? Nobody else is getting shots. These guys did not touch the building. They want to stay obscured. So all I have to do here is I have to charge with the dogs. Do you care to overwatch?
I don't have a command point.
Oh, no! The dogs can re-roll their charges. They need a 9. They get a 5, but they can re-roll. They get a 6. The dogs aren't going to live through another turn, but that's my whole turn. Oh, wait. Combat's my turn. You fight first. No, wait. The Shaper's got a charge. Shaper's in on a 4. He just needs to touch one of them. So the Shaper is charged.
-1 hit.
He's going to hit on 4s then. He's going to wound on 3s. There's 2 wounds at -1.
It's going to be 4s. And I lose the girl.
You don't have any command points.
I got nothing.
Well, you got an XR because she's
You
got
yourself. White dice on the Shaper, black dice on the Kroot.
Ooh. Oh no!
Whiffs.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed by that. Those 2 final crew with the 5 of invulnerable save because they ate a wizard are going to pile into Sadia. They're going to hit her on 3s. And they can reroll the 1 because their Shaper's standing there. And they're going to wound her on 3s. There's 3 wounds at your regular save.
1 of 4. Fail 1 and I got 2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. She's still in. That is the end of my turn.
What a colossal whiff.
Going into the she's got a turn in hand.
Yeah.
And
Still though, I mean, goodness, honey, what happened?
so far the Ethereals are making it up the table, but they're running into this wall. Strands of Fate has yielded wound rolls. So the Elder have moved. The Howling Banshee Exarch has stayed stuck in. She has to redeem herself. Her last turn was embarrassing.
It was.
But the Rangers have come back to their firing lane. The Wraith Lord has walked up. The Spirit Seer has walked up. These dogs probably are the smartest animals for being here. Tell me what's going to happen in your psychic phase.
I'm going to cast Protect on Wraith Lord. Hopefully give him a 2-up.
The Wraith Lord's going to get a 2-up. That goes off on a 7.
And then I'm going to shoot you.
Who's shooting first?
Well, we're going to start with the Rangers. Shooting at the Ethereals.
Rangers into the Ethereals. That's why you got those wound rolls. That's devastating. 3s. Hit 4 times. Two auto wound, and then
2 more wounds.
2 more wounds. So
4 wounds.
that's
and
6
2
all
more
day and 2 I
wounds.
can't save. On the Ethereals, huh?
-1.
6 all day and 2 I can't save. 2 I can't save. Take out the drone.
Is that the other drone? Both drones dead?
Oh yeah, the first drone had a wound though, right?
No, the first drone was gone. I killed the
No, that was a fire warrior drone. I got 4 wounds left to go, huh? Drones. Drones are fine. That's got to hurt your feelings. That's got to make you really upset. I know. I didn't mean to. It just happened that way. Did you know that in the new edition, the drones are just war gear and all they do is give you an extra wound? Fire and Fate has been played. And
I'm making a battle focus move, but I'm paying a command point, so I don't have to roll a d6, and I just get to go the full 6.
Because it's time to GTFO.
Yes. And we're going to go back over here where we were. Yeah, that was the worst.
What just happened here was the worst?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. She's got a pistol. Hits. Fails to wound.
And then she's going to swing everything she's got at the Shaper.
Because you fight in the fight first step.
Oh, the Wraith Lord's going to charge. He's going to charge this.
Gotcha.
And he's in.
Wraith Lord's in on the dogs. With his 2-up armor save. However, she fights in the fight first step. And he's a charger. So the Eldar are totally going to go away first.
Yes. Everything at
Exarch
the
on the
Shaper.
Shaper. Hits him every time.
Missed once.
Oh, missed once.
And I want 3s. Or strength 5, toughness 3.
3s.
At -3 for 2 damage each.
Kills him. The Shaper has just died flat out. And now the Wraith Lord gets to swing. Can he kill 2 dogs? It's 3 times. Wounds on 2s. Brrr. It's just mean.
Bork?
It's just mean. I have 2 crew here left on the remaining Banshee. These are special crew who ate the Warlock and are now beta. Oh, not like that though. They've hit just once. All of a sudden that Warlock's starting to feel a little gross in their bellies. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have ate that. I feel like I gotta poop. Oh.
You're starting to warp me.
They've wounded
inside.
though. 1 wound.
Unsubdued, what's a 4-up involved?
And she gets it. So, that is the end of your turn. And all of a sudden, the cat's out of the bag. Here it is. Here he is in front of the Fire Warriors. Can 10 Fire Warriors and 1 crew tox murder a protected Wraith Lord in 1 turn of shooting? That's a thing to do.
I never shot him.
Uh-oh. Well, it looks like there's some shots that have to happen.
I was upset and I never shot him. He would have been out of range with his catapults, but a shuriken cannon at the Fire Warriors hits you on 3s and wounds you on 2s at that's -3 for 2 damage.
All right. On the remaining drone in the Fire Warrior squad, I need a 4. And he gets it.
Drones are so garbage.
You'll be happy to know in 10th edition they're war gear, and they each
Hot
equal
garbage.
1 extra wound. That's it. It's
Really,
a
just
wound.
whatever I'm fighting that day is hot garbage, though. So.
Oh, well, what's going to happen now is it's my turn, and the Fire Warriors I don't think are going to move. I think they're going to
You gotta
dig in.
fight back with me.
I already did. Remember, they only hit once, and they wounded, and you saved the wound.
Hmm.
So what's got to happen here? He's out of position.
No, I know.
Ooh, I wonder if I can get crude on him. Probably not. Anyway, I have things to do because the whole game is happening now. Everything is happening right now. If I can murder this beast, game's mine. If I murder the Wraith Lord, I'm fine. If I don't, he's gonna walk up and stomp me. It might be worth it though. I have moved. I have moved because the game is now. It is all happening now. I have moved. These 2 hero crew carnivores have stayed in with the Exarch. What happened here is the Wraith Lord rounded the corner and everybody went, oh! And they all got really scared. So the Ethereals ran to the back, the Fire Warriors ran to the front, this crew tox has come up. The game rests here. Can I murder this guy in 1 turn of shooting?
No.
If I can, it's my game.
I don't think you can.
These men came forward. These men came forward with the intention of murdering the wizard. I have 2 command points. 1 I got for my turn, and the 1 I'm going to spend now. I'm going to make the Fire Warriors AP2, and I'm going to make them exploding 6s. And that's how that is, and we might as well start there. Every once in a while in a game of Warhammer 40,000, we have a dice roll that we refer to as being a big deal. This one here is the big deal. I want 4s. Sure do wish I had some to reroll ones. They do well though. They've done well. We have missed 6 times on 20 dice. However, we got to wound you on 5s.
Forget your exploding 6s.
I do have to say out loud that I would never win a game of Warhammer if you didn't remember my rules for me. And with those exploding 6s, every dice is hit. What we want to do now is we want to wound you on 5s. All right, here's what it needs to be. It needs to be 5s. Oh, no.
It's a double.
That was a 5, I assure you. Well, there it is. It's 5 wounds at AP2.
And I want 4s.
Takes 2 wounds. Uh-oh. Now I got worried. The Krutox. Into the Wraith Lord. He wants 4s. He's hit twice. But even though he's strength 7, he wants 5s. There's 2 wounds. AP 1, 2 damage each. 3s. He's fine. Uh-oh. The Eldar is standing firm here, but I have 10 guns here shooting at that man there. These crew here shooting at the wizard down the road. Nobody's in rapid fire range. We hit on 4s. Oh, that's bad. Well, it's half. It's statistically average. We want 3s. There's 4 wounds to save, Spirit Seer. I know it's terrifying, right? You're yawning.
Got a 4 pinball. Oh!
Is that him?
Oh, check.
We have put 3 wounds on the Spirit Seer.
Bring spirits here. I have no idea how much wounds. His whole job in this game is to put wounds back on the Wraith Lord. If he dies before that, would be. He's got 4 wounds. He's got
1 left, not bad. I don't have any more gun to put on him. I don't have any more gun in my army. It is my charge phase. I am not charging.
Banshees fight first?
Banshees fight first, but these heroes are going to be fine. Because they have a 5 of invulnerable save because they ate your Warlock.
Yeah. 3s.
So you've hit 3 times, it's enough to do it. Pardon me, you've hit twice, it's enough to do it.
I want
3s.
3s. So the crew fight back. Honey, what's going on over there? Are you lost? What's happening?
The Cruton, the Banshee, the lowly Banshee. They've hit her 3 times. They've wounded her just once at AP1.
I want a 4 invuln, which takes it down to 1 wound.
So funny. After, like, it was turn 2, I expected, like, there to be just 1 or 2 girls left here, and they were going to come get up my backside.
Yeah.
And no, these guys are like, no, we're going to live.
They're like, nah, we're just going to keep hanging out here.
However, what's going on the road is bad. The road is bad, and it is your turn, Elf. It's your turn to do elf stuff.
It is.
Here it is now. It's your turn, and you've moved forward.
It's my psychic face.
She's stuck in. You've
Oh,
got
I
your...
can't believe it.
Where are your Strands of Fate at? You got 2 saves of Strands of Fate?
2 saves.
I can't believe she's still stuck in. This, I could have done this better myself. You started doing badly, and I got arrogant the way
I'm
I
going
do.
to charge your Ethereals and your Fire Warriors.
You're going to whiff. All right, she's stuck in. He is the whole army. He's down to 1 wound, but he's still with us. But he's been exposed again.
He's going to protect the Wraith Lord.
And then he's going to die. Does it go off on a 6?
It doesn't go off on a 6.
Do you have a command point?
I do have a command point, but there are more important things. So.
And let's not forget these Rangers have moved back out.
Yes, and they're going to shoot too.
And your Psychic Phase did not happen. So the difference between a Farseer and a Warlock or a Spirit Seer is stark.
It is.
Like Farseers and I'm scared of Warlocks and Spirit Seers. They're kind of busters.
She's got a pistol. She hits. She wounds at -3.
I got a 5 up. Oh no! God, if I had a command point, I would re-roll it. I would.
Because you want those.
Because I love them today. This dude.
This guy. You're gonna have to like paint like red bands on their arms or something. So you
Yeah,
don't lose
that's a
track
good
of
idea. I'm setting those guys to the side because they've done so good today.
Those guys get war paint for sure.
This guy's out of range, correct?
12 inches. It looks like a long 12 inches to me.
So you got the monster and the Rangers
Let's
left.
go with the Rangers, right? The
Who are
Rangers
they
gonna
shooting
shoot at the Fire Warriors.
Why the Fire Warriors?
Because we want to kill. I'm sorry, the Ethereals. The Wraith Lord's going to shoot the Fire Warriors because we want to kill the drone before we charge into them.
But the Rangers are going into the Ethereals.
Yes. Yeah, they missed 2 times.
Because they keep moving around.
Because they keep moving around.
Why don't you find a spot and stay in it?
And there's 1 wound.
Did you want to auto wound with your auto wounds?
Those are saves.
Those are saves.
Yep.
So it's just 1 wound.
Yep. I'm trying to keep the Wraith Lord alive, really, because he's the whole game.
He is the whole game, and he must
And
live.
protect whiff, so he's only got a 3-up right now.
All right, a shield drone has a 4-up. Oh, we put a wound on a drone.
Die, drones.
No, I need those drones. They're protecting my ethereals.
No, I need those drones to die.
This guy here.
Die, drones, die. Oh, man. So, yeah, he's going to shoot everything he's got into the Fire Warriors, trying to kill that drone. And we'll see if he does.
Into the Fire Warriors. He's missed a few times.
He's missed, like, kind of a lot. And Fire Warriors are toughness
3.
There's, that's at -1 for 2 damage.
That 2 wounds?
It's strength 6.
Because that's your cannon.
Yep, and then these are -1 for 1 damage each.
All right. Here we want a 4. What's that
You can't count that dice.
Oh, that's a 2 wound weapon?
That's a 2-wound weapon.
Pink, the drone goes. Now I got 2 wounds on Fire Warriors. And I don't want to count that dice either. I make both of those saves. But my drone is dead, and your field has fired, correct?
Correct. We're going to charge.
Tell me about your charge.
I'm going to charge the Wraith Lord into the Fire Warriors.
Just the Fire Warriors.
Yep.
I don't think you can possibly fail and not on a 9.
Oh, I would have made it into the Ethereals, too.
You would have, but you didn't declare
I
it.
should have charged him 2 times. Hold on. Live and learn.
Live and learn.
And Wraith Lords get 4 attacks.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Hit
sorry.
on 3s and kill your Fire Warriors on 2s because they're like -4 for d6 each.
So 3 Fire Warriors are dead, and what hurts me about that is I'm really proud of yellow on my Fire Warriors.
They look good.
And every
I
time
love the
one
that's
dies,
not a lizard man.
yeah, I think he's one of the ones that's got to go now. We'll get rid of these 2 guys, and we'll get rid of the Guela. And then we will pile in. Don't want to pile in, but there we are piled in. And I'm going to hit you back with almost nothing. And I'm on a Fire Warrior. I hit on 5s. Ooh.
Ooh!
What is that?
Look at that, guys.
But I'm going to wound you on 6s. Just 1. Nope, 2. 2 regular saves.
What 3s? Oh, okay.
The Fire Warrior did a wound to the Wraith Lord, and that's amazing. Is that your turn?
No, but Sudia gets to fight because she fights in the fight first.
Oh, you're right, she does.
And I'm going to hit you on 3s. And I miss you. Oh my gosh, Sudia. If you roll Snake Eyes right here, I'm going to cry. She wounds you 1 time at -3 for 2 damage.
I don't have any command points. I want to win this combat as much as I wanted to win.
I'm going to win this combat.
I want this more than I wanted the tournament. All right, you ready? I need a 5. He lives.
Oh.
Sudia has 1 wound left.
It's insane.
This hero crew.
He is a hero.
3s. 3s. 2 wounds on Sudia -1.
Sudia always gets a 4-up invuln save.
Die. Come on now.
God, do I save her with my auto save?
Do you save her with your... I'm about to have a shooting phase
Yeah, you're
on
about
you.
to have a shooting phase. Don't die, honey.
She lives. This combat will continue.
It's
Now,
just a ridiculous combat.
I've lost 3 Fire Warriors and my sergeant's still alive, so we're fine on that 1, notably. Oh, stuffs are going on, though. This combat is my favorite thing that's ever happened in any game we've ever played, ever. My Fire Warriors are stuck in where I don't want them to be. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to move these guys into the ruin and I'm going to murder him. Yeah. I'm going to move these guys this way and gun them down if I can. I'm going to break the Ethereals this way.
Do you care if I battle focus them?
No, I don't. You got the command point for it?
I do. Yeah, that's what I was saving it for.
No, dude, you can't battle focus.
Because you said, are you going to use it to re-roll your psychic test? And then I was like, no, because there's more important stuff. And then we moved right on, and I never did it.
I think anybody who wouldn't let you battle focus at the end of your turn is an asshole. I want to win this game. I want these awesome ethereals to escape the field.
I don't care about winning this game. I want Sudia to win this combat.
Her fighting first is awful.
Unbelievably upset.
I would love to run the Krutox over there and finish it, but he's got to do it himself. He has to.
And so that's what I was worried about. I was like, man, I kill this guy, he wheels that Krutox around the corner, shoots her dead, and then that's the end.
All of my big laughs today, which have been many, have come from over here. It's the best part.
If she rolls Snake Eyes again,
She gets to fight first. I wish he had a pistol. I need to move stuff. All right, we are now in my turn. This is ongoing, and although she will get the first swing, that Kroot's going to win this combat. The Fire Warriors have stayed stuck in. They were like, we will die for the Ethereals. But the Ethereals have advanced. They got a 6 advantage. They went this way. This Krutox advanced too. And I know the thought would be to charge him in, to shoot at Rangers and charge him in because he is a thug. But I advanced him over here because should the Wraith Lord get free, I would want to have him roadblock on the Krutox instead of having him straight run to the Ethereals. These Kroots have come over and they want to peel that last wound off the wizard. These Kroot have come forward and they want to deal with the Rangers. That is what is happening. I'm so sad this man doesn't have a pistol.
yeah.
I want to look up a stratagem. I was looking up the stratagem where you turn your rifles into pistol 2 to see about shooting here, and I would get 14 shots that hit on 4s, wound on 5s, and I'm not going to kill it. I'm not going to kill it. So I'm going to save my 1 command point to re-roll his invulnerable save because he's going to win that combat. So what's happened here is they're stuck in, they're not shooting. He's stuck in. He advanced. They don't have guns. All of my shooting is here. 2 men can't see because of the obscuring rule. He can't see because he physically can't actually see. So I have 7 Kroot shooting here, and they're all in rapid fire range. These Kroot that can see shooting at the wizard with 1 wound. They hit on 4s. They don't do particularly well. We're going to reroll that one because it was crooked and it's a mess. So we've only hit him 6 times, but we'll wound him on 3s. We've put 4 wounds on that wizard.
That seems like too many.
Can he survive?
He
has died.
Warlord.
I have to see who's in rapid fire here. So over here, only 2 guys are not in rapid fire. These Kroot warriors into the Rangers. 4s. So you remember when you're like, Rangers used to be minus to hit? They clearly still are. I mean, come on. Look at that. We're going to wound those Rangers on 3s. There's 4 wounds on your Rangers, regular saves.
Are going to be 3s because I have +1 for being a cover, but an additional 1 for being a cover.
Word. Because you're a Ranger.
I'm not really going to do anything with my Wraith Lord. I'm going to shrug 2 of these with my Strands of Fate dice.
Okay.
And I lose 1 Ranger.
So that's not bad at all. Now we're in the charge phase. I have no units available to charge.
And Banshees fight in the fight first step.
They do.
So Sudia, not wanting to ruin her reputation for being awesome and badass, is gonna
She's not
hit
gonna
you
win.
on 3s.
I don't know about that 6.
You don't know about this 6?
I don't.
All right.
See,
You're right. That's why we didn't know about it.
Okay, you're gonna wound on 3s.
We're gonna be real serious about this. We're gonna get all
Dude,
these,
he's gonna win.
we're gonna get all these rocks out of the way.
This is
so
the
we can
important
make sure-
fight today. This is everything in the game right here.
I don't know why. These guys aren't actually alive. They're all dead.
Now everybody over here is dead.
Everybody over here's dead. The game's over there. But over
3s.
here, Sudia needs 3s.
Ooh. I have 1 command point. I have a 5 up invulnerable save because I ate a wizard.
You take that.
5s. Oh, I can't do it.
It's just too many.
So he was punching way above his weight. He's 7 points, and she's 42. But he did great. She is now 3. Can she have an effect on the later game? We're going to find out. Fire Warriors into the Wraith Lord. 5s. So they're doing a good job for being Fire Warriors. 1 wound here.
1 wound here is a 3. It's a 5.
All right, now he fights. Here we go. He hits on 3s. He misses 5. He's 6 times. What? What?
3s. Right? So I'm strength 7.
No, that's 2s.
Oh,
It's
it's
2
two,
wounds.
sorry.
But I get saves. I get
Minus
6s.
2 for 2.
6s. I've lost 2 more.
Crunch.
So we'll leave the lizard man. I think he's probably better in combat because he's a lizard man.
Because he's a lizard.
That is the end of the turn. Don't break. They don't break. That is the end.
Of your turn 4, so it's my turn 5.
Here we go. Look what you got. What you got. Strands of Fate has yielded 2 wound rolls. This honey who can advance and charge made a big advance. And she is all of a sudden relevant in the game. Just an update. She's made a big advance. He's stuck in. The bounty is here, surrounded by crew, and these 4 men are still in it. But we're getting away. We're trying to get away.
So many crew still.
There are still a lot of crew. You need to free your monster.
Yeah.
Is what needs to happen. He's the game. It looks good though.
We're shooting at the fire warriors.
It looks like you hit a bunch. That 6 was one of yours too.
One wound at -3.
1 wound at -3, huh? I can't save the -3. So it's the lizard this time.
The rangers shooting at the squad of crew closest to them.
This squad here.
Yes. They hit you 3 times because they didn't move.
They did not move. 3 hits.
And then
Wound on 3s.
auto wound 2 of them, so there's 2 wounds, 2 more wounds.
That'll be fun. What's that dice?
Count that. And another wound at mine.
So 3 wounds I can save.
3
And
wounds at
sixes.
-1.
Those are -1. I can't save anything.
Yeah,
It's 5
-1.
wounds. Uh-oh. All of a sudden the Rangers are serious. They're like, we better kill some stuff.
Take that morale check.
That'll be a morale check.
Now I'm into my charge phase.
Tell me all about it.
The Banshee is going to charge the fire warriors.
They're stuck in. They can't do a thing about it.
And she's in.
Now, she's had an up and down game.
She really has.
It's time for her to make good. It's time for her to do the work. Theoretically, she could kill all 4 of them.
You're in.
She's hit 3 times.
She can't kill them all anymore. She is wounded once at -3 for 2 damage.
I don't get it. She's like rebelling against the Craftworld. She's like, I've wanted to be a Drakari this whole time.
Yeah.
That was -3? I can't say -3.
-3 for 2 damage.
No, -3 goes right through because I only have a 4 up. It's going to be you.
Kills guy. This is my turn. You get to pick who fights next.
All I have left is those Fire Warriors. This guy here has to fight the Wraith Lord. He misses. These dice go on the Banshee. I've hit once. I failed the wound. So now we go into my turn. I owe a morale check here and here, but that was only 2, 3, 4, 5. We're fine because we have a sergeant. I want to look that up because that would be an 8. Leadership 8. But these guys here, they lost 5.
Yeah.
And their leadership is 6. I need a 1. I get a 1.
Again?
I get a 1.
That's nuts.
God likes me.
Nutso.
God really likes me.
Bananas.
I don't know why God likes me so much,
The banana phone.
but here I am being loved
Hi.
by God. So you know what it is?
I'm the Joker.
Maybe it's that new Tau God, the one that coalesced in the warp.
The what?
Have you not read that little piece of fiction?
You don't get a god.
So there's this great piece of fiction where the tower in the warp and the demons are ascending upon them, but then this warp entity shows up and it's part Tau, part human, part all these different species. And what's happened is the Tau have no psychic presence in the warp, but the group do, the humans do. All of their auxiliaries have a psychic presence in the warp, and all those have started to worship the greater good as if it were a god. So a being is coalescing in the warp, a god of the greater good, which the Tau see is an abomination that needs to be destroyed. And that's why a big chunk of the Tower are all about killing their auxiliaries now, because psychers are yucky. It's a really nice little piece of fiction that I liked a lot. But anyway.
Because psychers are yucky.
Psychers are yucky. It is my turn.
Nope, I still have to fight with my Wraith Lord.
Oh, what? I guess you do.
Yeah.
Oh, but now you're going to kill all my fire warriors.
I hope so, yeah.
I was so happy that everybody was stuck over here.
No, I wasn't done fighting and you started rolling morale checks and I decided to just go with it.
Oh. Well, darn. Uh-oh.
Out of these, I want 2. Because I'm strength 7.
Uh-oh.
It's that many at -2. 2 each.
These are all 6s. 6s. That's the Fire Warriors.
And then, are you ready for this move?
Yes.
Ah,
Oh, he'll get to fight, though.
good. I hope he does get to fight. Let's see. Let's see. You were talking all that junk about how he'd crump her.
Yeah, I still believe it. All right, so the Exarch has decided to consolidate into the Crutox, which I think is not the smartest move. But let's go. We're going to hit you if it's -1 out. 4s. I've hit twice. Oh, I've only hit twice though. Wound on 2s. It's 2 wounds. Those are at -1 for 2 damage each.
-1 for 2 damage each. So like scoop. I need 4s.
She lives. So he is now stuck in, but he did his job being a roadblock. And now it is my turn to advance these Ethereals into GTFO. I am running low on resources, but so are you. This over here is heroic, though. I'm into it. Look how close you are. Look at how close you've gotten. Ah! This mission was 100% for funsies. What do you think of the mission?
It's fun.
Was it
really
unbalanced?
No, it's really good. Misplayed it a little bit, misunderstood a little bit in the beginning, but now I feel like I would have done it a little differently. Still like it.
Your
A lot.
immediate, just we're going, was so Eldar. It was so looking down your nose at the inferior race. You're like, we're just going to go kill you. And I love that it didn't really pan out for you. But
It didn't really pan out for me.
you're still in it, though. Here's what's happened. I've moved. This whole squad, this one squad that's still unhurt's come this way. They're going to put all their Deca into the Wraith Lord, and then they're going to charge the Banshee. The Ethereals made a big advance. This Crutox fell out of combat. First, so the crew can shoot at the Wraith Lord, and secondly, so he can be a roadblock and cost that Wraith Lord a couple inches when he comes this way.
Coward.
These men are my hopes and dreams.
Gonna die.
They're going to put 10 Crute rifle shots into the Rangers and then charge whoever is left. I need these men to do well. But that's what I got left on the table. We're going to shoot now, and we're going to start with those 5 men. Crute into Rangers. They've done well. They're going to wound you on 3s. There are that many wounds at your regular saves.
I'm Rangers, so I want 3s.
Uh-oh.
I do really well.
You lose just 1.
Oh, but then I won't be able to Overwatch. Let's make that charge. Everybody's away from the fence, though. So you can't fight me through the fence.
I believe I have to go around the fence. A barricade you can fight over. You don't fight over the fence. No, on the fence you gotta run around. He can't shoot, he fell back. Over here. I'm gonna put 20 dice into the Wraith Lord. I'm gonna hit you on 4s and wound you on 6s.
Oh.
Here we go. We're shooting the Wraith Lord. We want to hit him on 4s. And you know, it's alright. We do decent. We have some decent shooting. But here we go. We need to wound him on 6s. We need to wound him on 6s. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 wounds on your Wraith Lord.
Just 3?
Just 3.
That's not going to be enough.
It's not, but it's what we got.
Sorry, since our board is so barren, I'm playing over here
Because we're big kids.
because I'm a grown man who likes to play with his space toys.
Sometimes it's good to take the stress off of your life. We cannot be serious all the time.
Why we have to do this?
3 saves on the Wraith
I
Lord.
love when the bunker is on the table. I do this. And that's how I keep dice on the table.
All right, so the Wraith Lord has made all of his saves. Now we.
No, he failed one.
Oh, you failed one?
He's down to 5.
Down to 5. We are going to now charge.
Right?
We're going to charge just the Banshee.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
I know. And we're in on an 8. And then over here, we're going to charge these Rangers.
I'm gonna Overwatch.
Okay, here comes the Overwatch. 3 dice.
You see how I got it?
I did see you put it in the bucket.
It's
3 dice for Overwatch. Hits once.
And I wound
Wounds.
at -1.
-1 I can't save. It's going to kill this guy in the back. Now, can they get in? This is the important one. On a 7? Let's measure that.
I don't know about that.
Let's measure that.
Turn it over in the rocks.
My opponent did not like the cocked dice on the 2, which is very fair play. There we go. We get a 9 now. So I've explained to my opponent that I want to get just enough crew in on the Exarch to kill her. And then as I consolidate, I want to move my crew this way to create more of a roadblock for the Wraith Lord. So that was the thought process. And my opponent called me gamey. And if I got to be gamey, you know.
I'm excited. I'm ready to see it. You're gonna roadblock me with your crew. You better believe I'm gonna make you take your community.
We're gonna find out in a second. First I gotta kill the Exarch. That's the important part. 3s.
-1 to hit.
4s then.
Gosh, banshees are cool.
And then 3s. Those are all at -1.
7 4-ups is kind of a lot, and I don't make one.
We have managed to murder the Exarch. And before I consolidate those guys, I'm gonna pile in these guys. And then this fight. These crew into these Rangers. 3s. Uh-oh. Again, 3s. 2 wounds at -1.
At -1, it's gonna be 6s.
So we have 1 Ranger left here.
Who hits you? Oh, who can count that dice, though? He wounds you.
AP on that? Nothing?
No.
6.
He's hitting you with his fist. So they lost another 2 this turn, right?
Yep, that's a morale check.
Hey,
Morale on those 2 crude over there.
there's 3, I think.
They break. And then I got 2 guys left. I lose another one.
And my guy.
Break.
5,
Breaks.
5, 6. No, he's got an 8. That's fine.
No way.
We're sure. Or,
Yeah, you're right. He lost 3. 5, 6, 7, 8.
let's see.
If he's got an 8, he's fine.
No, Rangers do break.
The Rangers do break. What's their leadership?
7.
Well, all of a sudden, this thing stands alone, but it is his turn. And the Ethereals are right on the other side of that wall.
Taking that save. Taking that charge roll.
It's a good one. Do you remember when they used to have somebody that walked with them to direct them?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be restrictive.
I never used to take them then because they were really difficult to use.
Because you lose that guy and all of a sudden your dude's bumming.
Well, like they had to roll a d6, but like if it was a 1 or a 2, like you just couldn't use them for that turn. Like they just like got lost in the warp or something.
So you know how Games Workshop's getting rid of rules that clog down the game?
Yes.
I'm fine with not having that one. That one can go.
Yeah.
So here we are. We have this one giant monster facing not its points worth of crew. All you got to do is plow through these crew.
Let's go 4
Get to these Ethereals. Ooh.
Let's go 4 inches this way.
Ooh. How far is your charge, sir?
Giving me. Oh my gosh, a 10?
It's doable. The one model left for the Craftworld has a 10-inch charge to make into the Ethereals. He's got guns to shoot.
He's gonna shoot everything he's got at the crew carnivores.
At the Carnivores. The roadblock squad's getting shot at.
Yeah, the big squad that thinks they're all that.
They're the only
Everything hits.
They're the only unhurt squad on the table. That one back there didn't hit. But these were your dice.
That was me being.
I know, we have too many dice on the table. Everything hit but 1-1.
And then we want
Toughness 3.
these wound at -1, and these wound at -2 for 2.
That is 6 crew. Just like that, down to 4.
And that's a morale check.
Yeah, that is a morale check. Is that all of his gun?
Do I charge them and just wait for next turn? And yeah, I'm gonna charge the crew tox and the Fruit Warriors.
Uh-oh.
And I'm in.
Easy enough.
And then I'm going to go 2 attacks on each squad. So it'll be 4 dice on each squad.
Are you doing your sweep attack?
Yes. Well, here's on the crew attacks.
On the crew talks. Hits twice.
Wounds, strength.
Strength, he's done his 5. I'm fairly certain you're going to wound me on a 3.
Pretty sure. Let's check.
Look at this little lizard going, hey, feed me, bitch. Where's my food, bitch? And I'm like, give me a second, lizard, I'll get there.
3s. 2 at -2 for 2 each.
At -2, I can't save. Did I just say he had 4 wounds?
Yep.
He's dead.
So then on the crew carnivores.
Uh-oh. It's hit every
hits.
time.
And then I want 2s. There's
Oh, no.
4 at -2 for 2 each.
Wraith Lord wipes the opposition.
And then I take
Just
my
like that.
3-inch consolidation. Where do you think you're going, guys?
So here we have the objectives. We have the house they have to get into. And let's not forget, they can't go through the fence. They have to go around the fence. I have the objectives in 1 crew. You have a Wraith Lord with 5 wounds. Ooh, it's so good. I need to get a command point. I need their advance roll to be good. It's so good. First, we're going to advance this crew. He gets a 5-inch move. Command reroll on that advance. On a 2. I have to do it because I'm gonna win, and I hate the Eldar. I love you, hate Eldar. I'm gonna spend my last command point, and I'm gonna detach those drones from that unit, and they're gonna go be another roadblock, and those crew are gonna run. The crew in the front advanced. He can't shoot. Everything here is advanced. The crew's the only guy with the guns. It's on right now. The Wraith Lord is here. He's got 5 wounds left. I don't think I've gotten far enough away.
I don't think you're going to get a win.
My 2-inch advance after the 1-inch advance, that sealed my fate. Here he comes, the magnificent beast, left to do the job, being guided from far away by psychic elves. He must be being guided from far away because the busters he brought with him are dead.
Are dead.
His strands of fate are 2 4s. What are those?
Those are hit rolls.
Uh-oh. In the shooting phase.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot everything at the shield drones.
Hit me.
Because I can't stand shield drones.
Also, if they die, you go, it's like a 4-inch charge. If they live, it's like a 6-inch charge. Oh, look at that. Look at that luck swing.
And then toughness 4, probably?
Toughness 4.
So that's a wound at -3, and these are -2 for 2.
4s. Come on, drones. 4s. Oh, they're dead, though. But
And then I'm going to charge
not much of a
the
roadblock.
Ethereals and the crew. No,
Yeah, do it.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if you're close.
If you get your base right between them, it's fine. You're in on a 9.
9.
If he could talk, he would say, I shall finish the game.
Yes. I'm going to do 1 crushing attack on the crew, and then I'm going to do 3 sweeping attacks on the Ethereals.
Oh, that's just rude.
Yes.
It's just rude.
I hit the crew on a 4.
Uh-huh.
I wound the crew on a 2 at -4
He's just dead.
for
He's just dead.
D6 or something.
Here we go.
So I missed you 2 times.
We've missed twice. Toughness 3.
2s.
4 wounds.
At -2 for 2 damage each.
At -2, and I have a 5 up. I can't save it. 2 damage each. How many was that?
2, 4, 6, 8 damage total.
8 damage all day. So what's happened is you've killed 2 Ethereals, but are they the right ones? You don't get to know.
I don't get to. My crew is dead as well.
This crew is also dead.
The coolest, baddest Ethereal is still alive, though.
He is. He's not gonna pile in. Are you gonna consolidate?
I should, right?
You should. Bam. All right,
So
it's
now
my
you're
turn.
So now you're going to fall back.
And I can't advance now is the thing. The Ethereal has fallen back. He's now behind the fence. But he is doomed. The Wraith Lord right behind him with his 5 wounds left. Rounds the corner. Points his weapons at the lone Ethereal. The only top model. There are 2 models left on the board.
We're just in fast forward right to the combat phase.
You're not going to shoot? The Wraith Lord does not bother shooting at the Ethereal. Arrogant Eldar.
Makes his charge.
Makes his charge. Hits twice. Toughness 3.
Wounds twice at -2 for 2.
I cannot save 2. That ends our game today. These Ethereals, who someday would have hatched a scheme that harmed Eldar in the future, were assassinated here at this place years earlier, and it cost some Eldar lives.
It did.
It cost Eldar lives, but the monsters always win. Your game started so bad.
So bad.
Your initial game plan, if you don't mind my saying, your initial game plan was bad.
No, it was good. What are you talking about?
You just threw everything at it. Like you had all the room and time in the world to set up, and you're like, just gonna get it.
Be cunning? No.
But here it is, the ambush. Here it is. This guy's got to be the player of the game, right? Nobody else could be the player of the game.
No, I mean we went like 8 turns.
My player of the game are those 2 crew that fought the Exarch.
Yeah, where's the other one? I see the one on the lake. Where's the other guy?
He is my original shaper from way back. One of the, quite literally the second box I ever bought. This guy here. These 2 guys need some squad markings because they did such a good job. They're my heroes of the day. The table was great.
Sudia was almost badass, but then she wasn't.
What's funny is I just lost this game. I don't feel like I lost. I had a great time.
And you definitely won because you had the most fun.
I did have the most fun. All right, let's go smoke grass.